Tell me about this haircut. This is remarkable, right? And I said to you as you come in, this looks like a boy who has become a man. Tell me about it.
It's the man becoming an animal. That's the best to say.
Big decision though, right? I know like, we're sort of half joking about it, right? But whenever I've seen someone cut off their hair before and it's got quite long hair, it normally means something. Like, why have you done it?
Do you know what it is? I couldn't be asked to maintain it. You know, it's long, and I believe a man shouldn't be attached to his hair. You know, he should be able to cut his hair whenever he wants to. He shouldn't be too fast with going to a salon, getting his hair clipped on and etc. Like, come on. And yeah, I just had enough, and I look cleaner. You know, more presentable now.
I think you look like a beast, to be honest, mate. You've come here looking like an animal, as you say. Now, this is fight number 6 for you coming up on Saturday night. Tell me your thoughts heading into this. How are you feeling heading into this one?
Every single fight, I'm extremely confident. Of course, I put 100% into every single moment in training camp. And yeah, fight time is on Saturday, so someone's going to sleep and it's not me.
That's quite a promise, and you have been putting people to sleep. You have been putting your shots together. Do you feel yourself improving as a fighter under Ben Davison?
Not 100%, 1,000%.
I think it was after your last fight. You said to Lou, our man, you said we've only seen like 0% of you. I mean, we haven't seen anything, and if that's the case, so much more to come, Aloys.
Yeah. I wouldn't say 0. No, I need to you know when you're in the heat of the moment you say stuff, but not 0. I'd say 10% now. I'd say 10%, and there's so much more of me because the more you show up, the more I show up. You know, so when someone brings that to me or brings the fire to me, look, I've shown it in my first fight. If someone brings the fire to me, I always bring it back, and I bring it back 10 times harder. So yeah, when it's that time, it's that time.
I was watching a video, it was actually on Ben Davison's YouTube channel, and it goes quite in depth, showing you like around the ring and stuff like that, and he talked about the story of how you two came together. Just tell me from your perspective how that all happened.
Okay, so I was sparring Jamie TKV. I always know sparring Jamie is a headache, it's a long day, because he's a massive guy, and he's a pressure fighter, so he brings the heat. And I know myself, I bring heat too, so, you know, it's a hot bath. And yeah, we went at it. And then I saw Ben there, and normally I don't just give appreciation out to coaches because they have a big name. You know, I've seen a lot of coaches with big names that don't know bollocks about boxing. So then I started just asking Ben some questions like, how could I get better? What should I do? And he gave me answers. And not only just answers, he gave me footage displaying why this occurred and why that occurred and how it can better me for the next time. So I took that in, and when he gave me this knowledge, I went over it 1,000 times. I'm in the shower doing it. I'm in the kitchen doing it. I'm eating food doing it, you know? So became obsessed. I'm a student that loves to learn, so became obsessed with it. He gave me this knowledge. I sparred him like in 3 days. There was a massive disparity in my performance. And after that, I started even asking him more questions, and I started just throwing questions out. See even if he had the wits to answer my questions, and he did with flying colours. And I said, look, this makes sense. How could I not be here? I need the best teacher to teach me and to iron all the creases out so I can be a phenomenal fighter, to be a great fighter.
Didn't you essentially tell him he's going to be your coach?
More or less. More or less, yeah.
Well, look, you're in that gym now. You're surrounded by good fighters. You've just looked over my shoulder as though Tommy Fletcher's walked past, has he?
No, he ain't walked past, but I don't think he wants none of this right now.
Well, look, let's talk about that briefly, all right? Look, you're both very, very young in your career, but you're both talking about the fight. He's saying there's no one in the Queensberry stable, no cruiserweight prospect in the country. He'll wipe the floor with all of them. They can't touch him, kind of thing. Now, you are a young cruiserweight in the country. Would he wipe the floor with you?
Come on, man. Like, you know this in your heart. He knows this in his heart that he couldn't do that. He's felt my shots. He knows my power. He knows my awareness. He's never ever landed that big left hand on me, and he knows this, and he knows he's gonna miss. So when the time comes, it'll be a great dance.
Do you rate him?
Yeah, I rate every single man that puts on gloves. And again, he's a prospect. He has knockout power. He has lights up power. And yeah, man, he's cool.
But the whole I rate anyone that puts on gloves, that's quite an easy answer. As a boxer, you've shared rounds with him. Have you seen stuff where you think, okay, maybe look, he would have some success against me, or has it just all been you know, from your perspective, dominating? How have you seen it?
More or less, I would say it's one-sided, but I would say from the times he's been sparring me, like I've been sparring him like weekend, he has been getting better. I see he's developed more of a jab, and yeah, it's well. But I have the wits, I have the determination to evade his shots and to enforce my ideas on him.
He's here today as well. This bowling media day. Obviously, look, we've got security here. Nothing's going to happen. But if he does sort of start jawing at you, saying anything, like how do you see that going?
Jeez. If he's talking smoky, look, they don't call me Adam for no reason, you know. But hopefully he comes respectful. I'll come respectful. We're men at the end of the day, you know. But yeah, if he comes with smoke, I'm always here to give out smoke. No one's gonna stop me from giving out smoke. But if he comes respectful, I'll be respectful.
Okay, well, look, we will keep an eye on that. And Aloys, I just want to say, I feel like I've noticed a change in you in terms of your. Like you went from kind of like a smiley kid who took that shot against the Polish guy at 24 hours notice, and now you've sort of become like there's a stoicism about you. You've got this warrior mentality which seems to be coming out. Are you feeling that? Has something changed in your life where something's happened?
You know, I'd say just my experiences day to day as a man. Just growing, you know, I do a lot of research, I do a lot of reading, I research into great men. I want to know how they conduct themselves, I want to see how they carry themselves and, you know, be like them. And yeah, I am one of them men.
So what does that mean? You're actually reading books about some like Alexander the Great and things like that, and you're watching YouTube videos and motivation kind of stuff? Is that what it is?
Maybe not motivational videos, but I do read every day. I do watch videos. And yeah, I'm a sponge. I just absorb knowledge. And yeah, I really take into it.
It's good to hear. Finally, you've been doing a bit of work with Moses Italma as well. How's that been going?
Oh, phenomenal. He's a very good fighter. I respect him as a man. And as a fighter, he's a phenomenal fighter. And I see him going all the way. Very good.
And what about you? You going all the way?
Oh, without a doubt, mate. Look, I know myself. I know the amount of drive I have. I know how much I put into the sport. There's no doubt. I said it from day one. There's no doubt I'll be a world champion. I know this.
What can fans expect on Saturday night from Aloys the Animal Jr.?
Same as always, an explosive performance. And whatever round he goes. If he stays, then listen, God's with him.
And you're actually on the same show as Tommy Fletcher. We've already mentioned it. You looking to upstage him, do a better job than he does on his opponent? Is there any of that on your mind?
It's never that, because again, he's not in the ring with me. It's just the best thing to do in every situation is to be present, to be in the moment, to see what's in front of you. Don't see beyond, don't see before, see what's in the present. Because when you're in the present, you can see everything. When you're not, then you can't see.
Best of luck.
Appreciate it.